Good evening. We begin with two victims and a whole lot of money they'll probably never see again.
Local realtors say it's a trick being played on unsuspecting customers, getting you to pay someone rent for a home they don't even own. 7 Action News reporter Ross Jones has the story tonight from Oak Park.
Along a tree-lined street in Oak Park, you'll find 23511 Geneva. For Kirsten Flatley, it was perfect. The mother of 3 just found out she has less than a week to move from her rental here in New Hudson, and the home in Oak Park was right in her price range.
It looked like a great house, to move a family into.
Kirsten found the ad on the popular website Zillow and contacted a man who said he was the owner. He said he'd love to show her the rental home, but there was a problem.
He was in Selfridge in the Army, in the Army barracks there.
The owner told Kristen he didn't have time to show her the house, so she came here on her own. Peering through the glass, she liked what she saw and wired the money the next day. After sending $1,000 through the transfer service MoneyGram, Kirsten received this rental agreement and waited for the keys. But they never came. She got a text message instead.
They spoke to his lawyer, and they couldn't let anybody move into the house for $1,000 anymore. They needed to up the price, and I needed to send more money.
Kirsten started to fear that she'd been taken. Indeed, she had. I reached the real owner of the property today by phone. He said he knew nothing about the ad or the man Kirsten spoke to.
They're taking honest people's money, and they're taking it from kids whose parents work very hard for that money.
In Livonia, it's a very similar story for Nicole Petroff. She just moved back from Chicago looking for a home near her parents. She found a nice one on the website Trulia. When she contacted its supposed owner, she heard another creative excuse for why he couldn't show it to her in person.
He couldn't show it because they had to leave on a mission to serve the Lord in Texas for 3 years.
She wired $2,100 to the man, then got the same rental agreement as Kirsten. She came to find out it wasn't worth the paper it was printed on. The home isn't for rent at all.
It probably doesn't seem like he was doing God's work, does it?
No, I don't think so. I think the farthest thing he was doing was from God's work.
And when Nicole called Livonia police to file a report, she says she was told you can't do it here. That's because the money she transferred went to an account in Texas. From Livonia, I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.
Well, buyer beware, right? We were unable to reach the people posing as the owners of those properties, but realtors we spoke to say there are ways to protect yourself. First, they say you should avoid putting down a cash deposit on a rental home. They also recommend calling the local assessor's office to verify who owns the property you're interested in renting. Dave?